Hey guys, this is Roxanne from RoxanneLynch.com. Hi, how are you? What I do know is that when we're building our businesses, when you really got to drive and you really got to dig deep some days, but when you're building your businesses with purpose and intent, when you're building it like your life depends on it, sometimes your life can then begin to depend on it. So I'm remembering today, like I said, it's been a really big week and a lot of adventure and challenges have come my way. And I know that I'm not the only one out there, okay? I really do. Because challenges, they create these new ripples, these new patterns, these new habits, the curves and the challenges, they don't leave us the same. Does that make any sense at all? You're not gonna enter a challenge, a struggle, a scraped knee, a learning curve. You're not going to leave that the same. You're going to leave that experience a different person. Something somewhere has had that potential to change, okay? Because, out of that, when we're thinking about that, it breaks us from that present state of our normalcy. Okay, and sometimes normal is a good thing. Honest to God, don't we know that, right? Normal can sometimes be a really great thing. Can you guys agree to that? Can you drop a 1? Because I want to get some input. I want to get some feedback on this, because when we are potentially breaking those patterns and habits with purpose and intent, and not by accidental, not the accidental challenges, not the accidental adventures that have to come, but when we're breaking those patterns with purpose and intent, they can really bring us forward in a very positive way within life, within business, within friends and family, within your job. There's all kinds of really great ways to do that. And I was referring to some notes, and I was thinking about this, is that we remember that quote that says, success loves speed. Do you guys remember that quote? Because we know that success loves speed, that it begins to amplify on itself. It's like that snowball running down the hill. It's that little trickle of a snowball that all of a sudden turns into this amazing avalanche by the time it hits the valley floor. So if we're thinking about that, at the beginning though, that bumbling poor little snowball, that the slow is painful. The slow is uncomfortable. That slow change can really cause us some frustration. It can cause us some stress. It causes us a lot of anxiety, because it's challenging us to think beyond and do beyond what we are already doing. The easy, the passive, the normal, those kind of things. But if we think about this from a business aspect, this can be really tough, right? It can be really, really tough, because all of a sudden we're expecting to do different things and we're expecting different results. And doing unexpected things is a great thing. You know why? It's because we're going to get different and unexpected results. So only by doing change and having change can we discover what's on the other side of that, if that helps at all. Because it's when we embrace it and we seek the learning from that struggle, and we start doing things with more purpose and intent. Because to be honest, like I shared, that the passive and the easy and the normalcy might not be getting you to where you want to be within your business, maybe within your financial goals, maybe within your health and wellness goals, maybe within your family and relationship goals, right? Because remembering our instinct within challenge and change, when it comes to that, is to stick with the normal, because that's, the fear speaking. That is, our instinct is trying to protect us, from the stumbles, and it's like, when I brought Dad into the city the other day, he was going, no, go on this road. And, this is, that is his way. That is his easy way to find his way to the hospital. And he knows that one like the back of his hand. And he doesn't have Google talking in his ear or his iPhone. Where I am used to going on my trail on the north side of the city and then going down south. So the challenge is like, okay, he has his way, I have my way. So we kind of had a meeting of the minds. But it's by the normalcy of our patterns. When we break the patterns of even driving a different route, some different things can happen. And I actually found some shortcuts, and Dad learned that my way is not so bad. So you think about those kind of funny things. You think about that within your marketing, within your business, within your financial or health and relationship goals, all those things. The passive and the easy and the predictable are always there. But it's only by doing something different that you're ever going to discover something beyond where you are in your here and your now, in whatever present state and place that might be. So you were thinking about this within our business, flip the page, we're thinking about this within our business, and I want us to, right now, kids are getting back in school, things are exciting, there's a bunch of change, a lot of moms are saying, okay, this is time for me to refocus within my business, refocus with my own personal goals as a woman, all of these different things. Moms have this opportunity, and women can have this opportunity of saying, okay, a little bit more time for us, and dads too, but understanding that if we're thinking about this from a monetary aspect, is like so many goals begin with, I need to earn this much, blankety blank income. And I want you guys to really pause there for a second, because money is not our ultimate motivator. Money is a tool, just like a hammer is in my toolbox, like glasses are my tool so I can see better at distances. It's not the end game. It's what we're going to do with that. So I'm thinking about that of, if we had a little bit more money in our lives, if we could work from home, or perhaps maybe reduce your hours that you're working, or maybe potentially reduce your spouse's or your partner's hour of working out of the home. What can that be doing for your family? Money is not your ultimate motivator. It's what it can do, what it's capable of providing for. Maybe it's community, maybe it's volunteering, maybe it's pushing away the keyboard and helping your parents. It's the impact that you can have within your family, your friends, your situation, your passions, your excitements. It could be the church, it could be your hobbies, all of that fun stuff. That is what money is a tool for. It's not your ultimate motivator. But if we're thinking about that, and understanding that only by certain actions within our business, within our day, can we achieve that. And most of us haven't taken some time coming into fall of realizing this is kind of a great time to press reset. We are, I think, a little over 2 weeks into our 90-day run, and we are seeing some women with some amazing results because they've decided to press restart a little bit early. But, it's never too late to start, right? Tomorrow could be your Monday. Tomorrow could be your January 1st. Tomorrow could be your July 1st. Whatever your reset date is within your head, that's the date that you need to set. Okay, so we're focusing on where you're contributing your time and your energy. If we're thinking about working it backwards, it might be your goals for that month. Working with targets and measurables is a perfect time to really think about this coming into the beginning of fall. So working it backwards, if we're thinking about that, how many new contacts do you make a day or a week? How many leads? People that are actually raising their hands and saying, hey, I'm kind of curious about what's going on over there. How many leads are you getting per day or per week? How many people do you need to converse with in your day or your week that they want to see your presentation? They want to know more goodness. So how many of those people do you need to connect with, to have conversations with, that are ultimately going to ask for more information? How many of those people watch the presentation? What is your closing rate when the people watch your presentation? How's your closing rate? Do you have to have 10 people to watch your presentation to get one sale or one sign up? So those are the kind of questions you need to ask yourself. Those are your targets. Those are your measurables. Those are something you can write down and say, check, 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 or I did this, and it's taking me this many people to talk to. How are your follow-ups? How many people are you consistently following up with? Are you leveraging your leadership? Are you leveraging your team trainings? Are you utilizing three-way calls? All of these things are at your fingertips, and when you write them down, when you document them, when you make a little spreadsheet, or you write them in your calendar or your journal, you have that way to track. Okay, and when you have a tracking system, then you have something you can reflect from, because you have a benchmark that you have created. You have a start point. Okay, it's, just like, say, a woman wants to begin to feel better, look fitter in her clothing. Usually she gets out her measuring tape and does her body measurements and gets on a scale. You know, a person who is on a racetrack will do a lap. And it's like, okay, what was my time, coach? You know, what was my time? And he's going to tell you. So you have a benchmark to start from. You know, thinking about what are your measurable actions. Only by having measurable actions when you're building your business like your life depends on it, only then can your life begin to depend on it. I really hope that makes some sense, because there are some really big, wonderful things coming up in September, you know, and I just didn't want you guys to not be thinking about what's going to be happening within your beloved business this fall. You know, and are you ready to press restart if you haven't already? What are you getting ready for? You know, do you need some help? Do you need some guidance? You know, do you need some motivation, excitement, empowerment, uplifting? What do you need to help reset your inner fire and get you going? Okay, those are kind of the things that I've been thinking about, spending a day and a half on the road again. So I just wanted to leave you with those thoughts. You have a fabulous evening. If you did find some value, you know, maybe share my video forward. Tell me what comments, you know, share with me what you thought was best, what you liked, what you enjoyed. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys on the sunny side of life tomorrow. You guys take care. Bye, guys.